Everyone, welcome to our next video, and today we are going to discuss about the last part of exercise 6.5 of general mathematics of class 10, that is the chapter of triangles. So without wasting any more time, let's dive in directly into today's topic. We are starting off with question number 15, and what we have here is, it says that in an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on the side BC such that BD is equal to 1/3 of BC. We have to prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square, and this is the diagram that we have to draw. ABC is an equilateral triangle. D, the line, that is D is the point such that BD is equal to 1/3 of BC. That means this BD part is 1/3 of the whole BC. If we divide BC into 3 equal parts, then BD will be 1 part and the remaining 2 parts will be the DC. We have to prove that 9 times of AD square is equal to 7 times of AB square. So we are concerned about AD and AB. So let's see how to prove that. So for that we have done one construction, and that is we have drawn a perpendicular AE on BC. So we always know that in an equilateral triangle the altitude and the median are the same. So here in this case AE will be the altitude as well as the median, and as a result what will happen, this E is going to be the midpoint of BC. So BE will be half of BC and EC will also be half of BC, and that is one information that we are going to use. Let's start. What is given? Let's first write what is given. Given that BD is equal to 1/3 of BC, we have to prove that 9 times of AD squared is equal to 7 times of AB squared. We have a construction here. The construction is that AE perpendicular to BC is drawn. So now what we are going to do, first we are going to take the triangle ABE. Now this is the right angle triangle because E is 90 degree, angle E is 90 degree. So we are going to take triangle ABE and apply Pythagoras theorem. So let's start the proof. From triangle ABE, what we can get is AB squared, since AB is the hypotenuse here, AB squared equal to BE squared plus AE squared. It is BE squared plus AE squared. Let's keep AB as AB. Now BE, as I said, BE is going to be half of BC. So we can write BE as half of BC whole squared, because E is the midpoint. So what we are going to do now is we are going to write AE as it is. So what we are going to do next is, we know that BC and AB will be equal because ABC is an equilateral triangle, so all the sides are equal. We can write AB in place of BC because BC and AB are the two sides of the same triangle. So we can write AB squared here. This will 2 square will be 4, and in place of BC we will write AB, so it is going to be AB squared. I hope that's clear. Then it will be AE squared. So from here we are going to find out AE, and AE squared is going to be AB squared minus AB squared by 4. Okay. Let us take the LCM. It is going to be 4AB squared minus AB squared, that is thrice AB squared by 4. So we have got AE squared is equal to thrice AB squared by 4, and we are going to take this as equation number 1. So I hope this part is clear. We have applied Pythagoras theorem. We found AB square is equal to BE square plus AE square. Since A is the altitude, it is also the median, as it is an equilateral triangle. So we have written BE as half of BC, and BC and AB are equal because these are two sides of the same equilateral triangle. We have got AB squared, means in place of BC we have written AB, so it will be AB squared, and 2 square will be 4. Then we tried to find out the value of AE square, and we got this value. Next step is going to be, we are going to take another triangle that includes AE, that is triangle ADE, the smaller one in the middle. This triangle we are going to take. So it will be from triangle ADE, what we get, AD is going to be the hypotenuse now. So it is going to be AD squared is equal to AE squared plus DE squared. Just a simple Pythagoras theorem. So we will write AD as AD because we need AD in the proof. Since we need AD in the proof, so we are going to keep AD here same. So it is going to be AD squared plus equals AE squared. Now AE I am going to keep as AE because here I found out AE. So let's keep AE in the same position. And DE, how to find out DE? In order to find out DE, we can subtract BC minus BD minus EC. Means from the whole part of BC, this is D and this is E. If I take whole of BC, subtract BD and EC from that, then we are left out to this portion and that is DE. So what I am going to write here is, I am going to write BC minus BD minus of EC whole squared, because DE is squared, so it will be whole squared. So next what we are going to do is D squared is equal to AE squared plus BC minus. Next what we need to do is we need to find out BD. So BD is how much it is given. BD is 1/3 of BC. So we are going to write here 1/3 of BC minus EC. EC is again half of BC because E is the midpoint. So EC is going to be half of BC. It is half of BC. Next we are again going to continue with AD squared is equal to AE squared. Let's take an LCM. T2 LCM will be 6. So it will be 6 BC minus, this is whole squared. 6 BC minus twice BC minus thrice BC whole squared. Okay, we have taken the LCM. So now we can get AD squared is equal to AE squared minus 6 minus 2 minus 3 is 1. So it is BC by 6 whole squared. So I need to continue this here. So I am going to rub this part. Keep the last line because we will need this part. We will be equating. I am continuing this here. So what we have here is AD squared is equal to AE squared minus BC again can be written as AB because BC and AB are the two sides of an equilateral triangle. So I can write AB means it will become AB squared and 6 squared is 36. From here again we are going to find out this part, that is AE. So one mistake I have done, this should be plus, this will be plus. Now I am going to take a side change again. I am going to find out AE squared. So AE squared is going to be AD squared minus B squared by 36 and this is going to be equation number 2. So now from 1 and 2 if you see, AE squared is equal to 3AB squared by 4. Here also AE squared is equal to this. That means this part and this part are equal. So from 1 and 2, what do we get? We get thrice of AB squared by 4 will be equal to this part. This AD squared minus AB squared by 30. Let's take an LCM again. Let's rub this part. So again if I take an LCM it will be same. Left hand side will be same. Here we are going to have 36 AD squared minus AB squared by 36. 4 and 36 will cancel to be 9. Here we have 9 3s are 27 AB squared. If I take a side change of this AB, it will be plus AB squared. It will be 36 D squared. So 27 plus 1 is 28 D squared equal to 36 D squared. Now if we cancel with 4, then we will get 4 9s are and this is 4 7s are. So implies what do we get? 7 AB squared is equal to 9 D squared, which is our required proof. 7 AB squared equal to 9 AD squared. 7 AB squared equal to 9 AD squared, and hence we have proved our required question. So this is how we do the sum. First take triangle ABE, find AE, then take triangle ADE, find AE. Equate both the values of AEs here. Ultimately, you will get the required proof. Just do side change and cross multiplications and you will get the required proof. That is how we solve question number 15. Let's move on to question number 16. We are on to question number 16 and here is the question. In an equilateral triangle, prove that 3 times the square of one side is equal to 4 times the square of one of its altitudes. this is our diagram. We have done a triangle ABC which is equilateral, and we have drawn an altitude AD. We have to prove that the square 3 times the square of any one side. So we will take any one side, we will take 3 times its square, and it is equal to 4 times the square of one of its altitudes. So we have drawn AD. So suppose we take the side AB and AD. So we must prove that 3 times of AB squared must be equal to 4 times of AD squared. This 3AB squared equal to 4AD squared. That is what we have to prove. So let's start the solution, and first write, let triangle ABC be the equilateral triangle. And AD perpendicular to BC is one of its altitudes. This is what we have done here in this diagram. Now what do we have to prove? We have to prove that 3 times the square of any one of its sides. So suppose we take AB. So we have to prove 3AB squared is equal to 4 times the square of its altitudes, that is 4AD squared. This is what we have to prove. So let's start the proof. Very simple proof. So we are going to take one triangle ABD because it is a right angle triangle as it is 90 degree. We are going to take triangle ADB or ABD. We are going to see what to do. So from triangle ADB by Pythagoras theorem. So we are going to apply Pythagoras. What do we get? AB is the hypotenuse, so it is going to be AB squared is equal to AD squared plus BC squared. So it is going to be AD squared plus BD squared. Okay. So AB squared, let us keep it as AB squared because we need AB squared here. AD square also we will keep it as AD squared. BD we will change because BD in terms of this altitude in an equilateral triangle, this is also the median, again just like the previous sum. So D is also going to be the midpoint of BC because AD is the median and the altitude both at the same time, as ABC is an equilateral triangle. So as D is also the midpoint, so we can write BD. BD will be half of BC. Okay, so I can, in place of BD, I can write half of BC whole squared. It will be AB squared is equal to AD squared plus, in case of, okay, let us write it here, BC squared by 4. In place of BC, you can write, this will be AB squared, this will be AD squared. In place of BC, I can write AB because BC and AB are same as it is an equilateral triangle. So it will be AB squared by 4. Now let us do a side change. We will get AB squared minus B squared by 4 is equal to AD squared. Let us take the LCM. 4, we are going to have 4AB squared minus AB squared is equal to AD squared. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3AB squared. Side change of this 4 is going to give us 4AD squared, and that is the required proof. So it is very simple sum. Just take one triangle, either this or this. If you are taking this triangle, then just change it to AC because this time AC will be the hypotenuse. And take one triangle. Use this D as the midpoint so that you can find BC and then into AB. So that is a very simple proof. Hope you understood this proof. And let's move on to the last sum of today and last sum of the exercise, and in fact the last sum of the chapter. This is question number 17, another very easy sum. So we are on to the last sum of the chapter and last sum of the exercise. It's a very easy sum. We have to just find out the value of the angle. So it is given in triangle ABC, AB's value is given, AC's value is given, and BC's value is given. This, the 3 sides of the triangles are given. We have to say what is the value of angle B. Whether it is 120, 60, 90 or 45, let's pick the correct option. What we are going to do here, as we have been applying Pythagoras theorem in almost all the sums, we are going to check whether this follows the Pythagoras theorem. If it follows the Pythagoras theorem, then we can find the value of angle B very easily. What we are going to do here in this solution, first we are going to find out AB squared. So here, B squared means 6 root 3 centimeter whole squared. So 6 6 is 36. 36 into 3 is 108 centimeter squared. Then we are going to find out AC squared. It is 12 centimeter whole squared. which is 144 centimeter square. Last BC square, which is 6 centimeter whole square, which is 36 centimeter square. So as you can see, the sum of AB square and BC square, that is 108 plus 36, will give us 144. Since 144 centimeter square is equal to 108 centimeter square plus 36 centimeter square, therefore AC squared is equal to AB squared plus BC squared. It means AC is the hypotenuse, and if AC is the hypotenuse, then the opposite angle will be a right angle. That means if this is the triangle, triangle, then AC is the hypotenuse. That means angle B is going to be 90 degree. So therefore C is the hypotenuse. So angle B is equal to 90 degree. Means we have option C as our correct option. So another very easy sum. These are the type of sums that you get at the beginning of the chapter or the beginning of the exercise, but they have given one easy sum at last. So good for you, good for all of us. So I hope you understood this. These are the last 3 sums of the exercise, and if you like the video, then make sure you click the like button, share it with your friends if you think they need it too, and until next time, cheers.